Welcome to Psychology Daily. We continue this week on environmental psychology, and today I'm going to tell you about one cognitive bias that is related to our understanding of emission cut. Let's start. Why people tend to think that climate-friendly behaviors can compensate for less friendly behaviors? For example, a common idea because I recycle, therefore I can take my car to work is prevalent. People tend to use moral licensing, in which they believe that they can license themselves to act immorally after establishing moral credentials. This effect is called the negative footprint illusion and is associated with people's failing to take into consideration the simple fact that A plus B must necessarily be larger than or at least equal to A. The illusion seems to arise because people base their estimates on the average of the items in the set rather than on their sum. Example of an average bias. This video is based on Matthias Holmgren and colleagues' study, where they presented simple tasks to their participants. They were asked to estimate those two scenarios' hypothetical contribution to the atmospheric concentration on 15-point scale. Scenario A. During 5 years, the contribution of carbon emission to the atmospheric concentration was relatively high, 2 parts per million of dioxide per year, due to humanity's consumption and use of resources. Please estimate to the best of your abilities how this scenario influences the total atmospheric concentration of carbon dioxide within the given 5-year period by marking the scale. In the second scenario, A plus B, they added the following. But after implementation for reducing humanity's environmental impact, for example, replacing fossil fuel with renewable fuels, followed a 5-year period when contribution of carbon emission to the atmospheric concentration was relatively low. And they had to estimate how this scenario influences the total atmospheric concentration of carbon dioxide within the given 10 years period by marking the scale. They found that participants thought the second scenario had less severe impact on environment. In their second study, they added third scenario, B. During 5 years, the contribution of carbon emissions to the atmospheric concentration was relatively low, due to implementation for reducing humanity's environmental impact. For example, replacing fossil fuels with renewable fuels. As in previous study, people believe that A plus B is less than A alone. B, new scenario, believed to be most environmentally friendly. In their third study, they excluded due to implementation for reducing humanity's environmental impact from A plus B and B scenarios. However, it did not change results. Those simple studies show that people use averaging bias and incorrectly estimate rate of emission they do. This effect is more pronounced when you will take into account the fact that participants rated all scenarios at the same time, not one scenario per participant. Results of those studies show that our perception of emission cut is incorrect and biased by averaging effect. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you tomorrow.